Dennis Weaver here from Friday Night Thunder, and 8 BlueCross Bowl games on Thursday through Saturday crowned the football state champions in Cookeville. In case you missed anything, here is the Friday Night Thunder BlueCross Bowl Rewind. On Thursday afternoon, Knoxville Webb had 100-yard rushing efforts from Robbie Strahan and Todd Kelly to win their third state title in the last 4 years, 47-14 over Evangelical Christian. Holding a 27-0 lead at the half, the Spartans dominated from the onset. Strahan's 132 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns earned him offensive MVP honors for the game. ECS's quarterback Brett Rooker did a good job in a losing effort for the Eagles. He completed 23 of 29 passes for 298 yards and 2 touchdowns. Thursday night's game saw the Tigers of Innsworth win their third straight title with a 31-14 win over Memphis University School. After holding a slim 17-14 lead at the half, Corn Elder broke off a 40-yard touchdown run 2 minutes into the second half, and the Tiger defense shut down the Owls in the second half. Elder finished the night with 217 yards on 32 carries and 3 touchdowns to earn offensive MVP honors. The Owls' Jordan Rogers was 20 of 37 passing for 151 yards and a touchdown in the losing effort. Friday's Class A game featured a battle of quarterbacks and a wild finish as Gordonsville won their first state title since 1984. A 7-7 tie entering the fourth quarter was not settled until Gordonsville's Nick Payne rumbled 12 yards on a fake punt in the last minute to shut down a frenzied final 4 minutes, which saw 3 touchdowns and 2 missed 2-point conversions. Gordonsville quarterback Peyton Watson had a 41-yard run with 2:23 remaining for the eventual game-winning score, and he was named the game's offensive most valuable player. In Class 3A, CAK's Charlie High threw 6 touchdown passes and rushed for another as the Warriors raced away from the Bulldogs of Milan 48-14 to claim their second straight gold ball. CAK rolled up 608 yards of total offense as David Howell had 15 receptions for 172 yards and 2 touchdowns to set the single-season receptions mark. Milan's Arkell Coleman finished with 198 yards rushing for the Bulldogs. In the nightcap in Class 5A, Jalen Hurd wowed the near-capacity crowd at Tucker Stadium with a 7-touchdown performance and 394 yards rushing in Beach's 56-35 win over Columbia. With his performance, Hurd became the single-season rushing record holder with 3,357 yards, replacing Powell's Dyshawn Mobley, who set the record last year. The junior Hurd set 7 new school records for the season for Beach. Columbia's Matthew Markham finished the night with 356 yards passing and 2 touchdowns while suffering through 5 sacks. On a bright and beautiful Saturday morning, Adamsville took on defending 2A state champion Friendship Christian. The Cardinals came into the game understanding the importance of stopping quarterback A.J. Long of Friendship, which in turn opened up running lanes for Stephen Hollis and Austin Taylor. Hollis rushed for 161 yards and a touchdown, while Taylor added 87 yards and 3 touchdowns in the 44-7 win over Adamsville. Cardinal backup quarterback John Reed Odom broke free for a 73-yard scramble in the third quarter to provide the only score for Adamsville. His 112 yards rushing led an Adamsville team that was held to 245 total yards. The Class 4A game featured undefeated Covington taking on the 12-2 Falcons of Fulton. The Chargers scored on their first 2 possessions off their wing tee attack, rolling up 154 yards of total offense in the first quarter. Fulton's staff made some adjustments on defense and offense, getting a score back in the second quarter, and then they dominated the second half en route to a 39-14 win. Falcons quarterback Penny Smith threw for 2 touchdowns and 160 yards to earn offensive MVP honors for the game. Junior running back Darrell Rollins rushed for 142 yards and another touchdown. Covington got a phenomenal effort from Johnston White on both offense and defense in the losing effort. With the win, Fulton got their 4th state title, all of which have come since 2003. The nightcap on Saturday was a 6A game featuring a rematch from last year's final between Maryville and Whitehaven. Each team entered the game with perfect 14-0 records, and this game lived up to the hype as Whitehaven ground out the 36-35 win in overtime. In a game that was tied at the end of every period, Whitehaven scored second in overtime and went for the win with a 2-point play. Running out of the stack I formation, Mark Dodson, the offensive MVP, stormed into the end zone untouched on the 2-point try to put an exclamation point on Whitehaven's first BlueCross Bowl title. The Ole Miss commitment Dodson finished the night with 318 yards rushing and 5 touchdowns to almost single-handedly stop the Rebels' 43-game winning streak. The game featured a wild finish in regulation that saw a Maryville 2-point conversion be waved off due to a penalty, and a game-winning Whitehaven scoring drive stopped inside the 5 as time expired. The Tigers' Darius Sims was named the defensive MVP for his game-high 10 tackles and 1 interception. That does it for the Friday Night Thunder Playoff Rewind from the Blue Cross Bowl weekend. Thanks for following us all season long on Facebook and Twitter. Lots of changes are in the wind for 2013. Keep checking our website, FridayNightThunder.com, for the details. This has been Dennis Weaver for Friday Night Thunder.